Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect. This is the brother lawyer from Great Millstone, Miami. And what I want to title this lesson is Israel shall dwell safely alone. Okay? Or Israel shall dwell in safety alone. All right? This is based off of Deuteronomy, the 33rd chapter and verse 28. All right, wherein it says, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone, man. Okay, and that's one of the many precious promises of the kingdom. All right, safety. Okay, peace for our nation. Okay, all right. The scriptures tell us in Baruch that the Lord says, "My delicate ones, which are the Israelites." Because as we know, the Lord hath likened the daughter of Zion or the Israelites unto a comely and delicate woman. Okay, all right, we know, according to the scriptures, that the Lord said that my delicate ones have gone rough ways and were caught as a flock caught of the enemy, man. Okay. And so for the majority of our history, okay, we have been at war. We've been conquered by the other nations. Okay. We've been at odds with one another. Okay. Our lands, our communities, our neighborhoods are full of violence. Okay. All right. We're killed wholesale. Okay. All right. There's always complaining, always mourning. Okay. Always a sense of uncertainty. All right. Deuteronomy 28th, the 28th chapter says what? That thou shalt, thy life shall hang in doubt, and thou shalt have no assurance of thy life. Okay. All right. So there's no sense of true peace, for, our nation, in this world. Okay. All right. There's no sense of true peace. But what the Lord promises is that in the kingdom, all right, as a people, we will have peace. Okay. All right. We'll have peace from our enemies. Our enemies will no longer be able to oppress and afflict us and misuse and abuse us. We'll have peace amongst one another. Okay. You won't have one Israelite fighting against another Israelite, robbing another Israelite, murdering another Israelite, etc. Okay. All right. And there will just be peace on earth in general. Okay. The animals will be at peace with us. Okay. They won't attack us. Okay. We'll have dominion over them as Adam did. Okay. In Genesis, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man, to meditate on the kingdom and on the promises, because it keeps you going. It keeps you fighting. Okay. So that's what I want to push in this video. You know, just going into the promise of peace that the Lord is going to give us, all right, as he has promised in the Holy Scriptures, okay, in the kingdom. All right, so this is Deuteronomy, the 33rd chapter, okay, and verse 26, it says, there is none like unto the God of Jeshurun, who rideth upon the heaven in thy help, and in his excellency on the sky, okay, and who is the God of Jeshurun? All right, Yahweh, okay, all right, and it says that he rideth upon the heaven in thy help and his excellency on the sky. All right, what is that talking about? That's talking about the chariots, okay, what the world calls UFOs, unidentifiable flying objects. Okay, they say it's aliens in those vehicles, but really those are the angels of God. Okay, and those angels, they survey and monitor the earth. Okay, all right, and also they are the army of the Lord as well. Okay, which the Lord is coming back in those chariots, okay, to wage war with the inhabitants of the earth and to deliver his people. Okay, all right, and so our God, okay, is unlike any other, okay, other false god, okay, because the gods of the nations are idols. There's no other God, okay, like unto our God. Okay, the gods of these other nations cannot compare to the power and the majesty and the excellency of the Most High. Okay, all right, Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Okay, all right, verse 27, it says, the eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Okay, which the arm of the Lord is Yahweh Shai. Okay, you can read about that in Isaiah 53. Okay, and it says, and he shall thrust out the enemy before thee and say, destroy them. Okay, so the Lord is going to destroy our enemies that have afflicted, that have oppressed us. All right, that have mistreated us, that have used and abused us, and continue to do so unto this day. Okay, all right, and we're going to be delivered from the hands of our enemies. All right, by the Most High Son, Yahushua himself, he's going to come, okay, with power and great glory, and he's going to send forth his angels with a great sound of a trumpet to gather the elect of his people, the remnant of his people from the four corners of the earth, okay, and to destroy the enemies, okay, of Yahweh and his son Yahushua and the enemies of Israel, okay. And by doing that, he will subdue the earth, all right, and that will allow us to dwell at peace on the earth, okay. Verse 28, it says, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone, okay. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone, all right. So you won't have people trying to, once it's all said and done and the kingdom is established, because when Yahweh comes back, the other nations are going to try to fight against him. Okay, we read about that in Revelation 12, Revelation 17. Okay, all right, in the book of Second Ezra as well. All right, talks about how the nations are going to try to gather themselves against Yahweh and fight against him. All right, but he's going to utterly destroy them. Okay, all right. So, but once all that's said and done, and we're established in our land, we're going to dwell in safety. Okay, having our own sovereignty, our own, you know, um, control over our own land and resources. Okay, at peace with one another. Okay, all right. The other nations would be far too afraid to even dare, okay, to think they can attack us. Okay, and there's going to just be peace on earth in general. Okay, it's not going to be any more war on earth. Okay, go into that in Isaiah the second chapter. It says, "The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also, his heaven shall drop down dew." So our land is going to be prosperous with different wheat and wine and grapes and fruits and vegetables. We're going to have our own land, you know. Okay, all right. We're going to be prosperous. Okay, we're going to have cattle, actual real resources, riches. Okay, all right, inheritance to pass down to our children and our children's children, and we're going to live for the rest of time. We're going to be immortal. Okay, all right. Verse 29, it says, "Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency." Okay, so we are extremely blessed as a nation. Okay, because why? We are saved by the Lord. There is no other people like that. Okay, all right, which I did a lesson a few months back on just that very topic. How our people, the Israelites, we're the only people who are promised salvation in the midst of this great destruction that's coming. Okay, you read Joel the third chapter, talks about how the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord shall be the confidence of Israel. Okay, all right, he shall be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Okay, so in the times of great gloominess and darkness, all right, that are ahead of us, okay, all right, a remnant of the Lord's people are going to be saved. Okay, in the day of the Lord, wherein the Lord executes judgment, okay, by fire and by his sword upon the inhabitants of the earth, the remnant of the Lord's people are promised salvation in the midst of this great destruction. Okay, so we are incredibly blessed, and not only are we promised salvation, but we're also promised a kingdom afterward, all right, that will last forever. Okay, it says, "The shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, and thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places." Okay, all right, so the Lord is our help. He's our defense. All right, and he's also the one who attacks for us. That's why it says, "The shield of thine help, and the sword of thy excellency." Okay, so he is our offense and our defense, Yahweh, the Most High. Okay, and his son Yahweh Shai, and the holy host of angels that he has, all right, ready to go on our behalf. Okay, on behalf of the hopeful righteous elect. Okay, it says, "And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places." So all the lies of this world, okay, are going to be overthrown. Okay, and their high places are going to be thrown down. Okay, their idols. Okay, all right, the philosophies of this world are going to be confounded. Okay, and we're going to have peace forever. Okay, this is Psalm chapter 144 and 11. It says, "Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is as the right hand of falsehood. Okay? And who are the strange children? Right? The heathen, beginning with the Edomites. And yes, they are strange people. Okay? Their customs are contrary to righteousness. Okay? We can sit here all night and name them. Okay? All right? you know, abominable sexual immorality, idol worship, witchcraft, okay, etc. Fill in the blank. Okay. All right. It says that our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth, that our daughters may be as cornerstones polished after the similitude of a palace, man. And so we need to be delivered, okay, from these strange children that seem to that seek to destroy us, our enemies, the Edomites, all right, and the other nations. We need deliverance from them so that we can flourish as a people, okay, all right, because they seek to destroy us, all right, with the culture, with the music, with the food, okay, all right, with everything, man, the politics, the education, everything is set up to destroy us, to put us in a snare, okay. That's why the Lord did not want us intermingling with these other nations, because their gods and their way of life would be a snare unto us, man. And look at us as a nation now, on the bottom, afflicted, okay, crabs in a barrel, you know. That's the story of our people, man. Okay, in the worst conditions worldwide. Okay, why? Because we lust and desire to be, our people desire to be like their oppressor. Okay, and we have Jay got to come out of that, man. Which the elect have come out of that. Okay, all right, us believers in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kakodash are a testament, okay, to the fact that a remnant is returning unto the Lord, okay, as it is written, okay, all right, and we know that we got to get the heck up out of here, all right, so that we can prosper and be the sons and daughters of the Most High as we were meant to be, okay. It says that our garners may be full, affording all manner of store. Okay, a garner, is going into a storehouse. Okay, all right. We're going to have much riches, much substance, that our sheep may bring forth thousands and tens of thousands in our streets. So we're going to actually have property, livestock, okay, cattle. That's real wealth, okay, not barely able to pay rent, okay, all right, living dirt poor. That's not going to be our story, okay, that's not going to be our reality in the kingdom, okay. It says that our oxen may be strong to labor, okay, that there shall be no breaking in nor going out, that there be no complaining in our streets. Okay? All right, no breaking in nor going out. All right, so what are examples of breaking in? Okay? Being stolen from our homeland, which is the land of Israel. Okay? All right, us being conquered and taken away and carried away captive. Okay? As a people, man. Okay? That's breaking in and going out, man. All right, our enemies broke within our walls and within our borders, as it's talked about in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Okay, and they carried us out. Okay, all right, and even amongst our own communities and neighborhoods and our captivities, wherever we be scattered, you got Jake killing Jake, robbing Jake, you know, all right, breaking into each other's homes, stealing from each other, kidnapping each other. There's complaining in our streets. That's not a peaceful existence, man. Okay, that's not a peaceful existence. All right, some of us who are in the faith grew up hearing gunshots going off while we trying to sleep at night. you know, that's not a peaceful existence. I'm laughing, but it ain't right, man. Okay, that's not how we supposed to be living, man. Okay, but it's because of our disobedience that we're here. All right, and the Lord promises, you know that if we endure to the end, we'll have peace and we won't have to deal with that anymore, man. Peace is such a valuable thing, man. Okay, all right. Verse 15, it says, "Happy is that people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose God is the Lord." Which that's talking about the Israelites. Okay, Jeremiah 23 and and 5, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, And a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. All right, which that righteous branch is Yahweh Shai, who came out of the lineage of David. Okay, and he's gonna reign over Israel, over all the nation, all the tribes of Israel. Okay, upon the throne of David, and he's gonna execute judgment and justice in the earth. Okay, for example, destroying Babylon the great whore, which is likened unto spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Okay, which is obvious that it's exactly that. Okay, spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Okay, all right, he's going to deliver his elect from the four corners of the earth, from the lands of their captivities. That's judgment and justice. Okay, he's going to subdue the idols in the earth, rid the earth of evil, man, of corruption. Okay, it says, in his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. Okay, so we're going to be saved and dwell safely, man. And this is his name whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Okay, so you see, the Lord is going to outdo himself with this deliverance that's coming for his people, man. And we're going to dwell safely in our own land, man. We've been driven out, man, unto the four corners of the earth. Okay, we've been thrust out, okay, by force. All right. And as we are today, this day in our captivity, our people are fed a culture, a way of life, ways of thinking, all right, to keep us down. Okay. All right. Entire systems of government, okay, and economy have been set up to keep our people down and on the bottom. Okay. All right. So look, man, we need to get that. We need to get saved, man. All right. We need to get saved. We need salvation. All right. And the Lord has that promise for us, man. All right. That's what the Lord has promised for us, man. So we got to keep fighting, man. All right. We, those of us who are in the faith, man, we got to keep holding on, man. You want to see the kingdom of heaven get built up. Okay. We understand that the wicked of our people are going to come back. Okay. And the kingdom through the loins of the elect, we understand that. All right. But you want to be part of that first resurrection. You want to be part of seeing the kingdom of heaven be built up from the ground up. Okay. In complete order and righteousness and peace and joy. You want to be part of that. We want to be a part of that, man. Okay. To take that first breath in the kingdom, to that sigh of relief and joy and peace of mind. You know? All right. Jeremiah 32 and 20 and 36, it says, and now therefore thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, concerning this city whereof ye say, it shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence, which that happened during the time of the Babylonians. Okay, but we went through various captivities after that. Okay, and now we're scattered abroad. Okay, it says, behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whither I have driven them in mine anger and in my fury and in my wrath. Okay? All right, so we are in this captivity because of the wrath, fury, and anger. The great wrath, fury, and anger of the Lord. That's why it's so uncomfortable. Okay? That's why our people, all right, the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Israelites that are scattered abroad, okay? That's why life is so hard for you, because the Lord is angry with us. He was angry with us. All right? For our evil deeds. Okay? It says, and I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. So the Lord is going to turn back our captivity. He's going to bring us, okay, back to the place where we belong, which is our land. Okay? The land of Israel. Okay? And we're going to be at peace. We're going to dwell safely. All right. Matter of fact, the scriptures talk about how our children are going to be able to run in the streets. Okay. All right. For joy. All right. I believe that's in Zechariah. All right. Now you're afraid to let your children go outside because you don't know if somebody's going to snatch them off the street. You know. All right. It says, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God, and I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and for their children after them. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me. Okay, so the Lord is going to make us all righteous by putting the new covenant within our minds, so that we obey Him completely. Okay, that we never sin against Him, and that He would not turn away His favor from us. Okay, for us and for our children. All right, and our children's children, generations down the line forever. Okay, it says, "Yea, I will rejoice over them to do them good, and I will plant them in this land assuredly with my whole heart and with my whole soul." Okay, so the Lord's going to be more than happy, okay, to bless us. Okay, and we're never going to be removed from our land. All right, we're never going to be thrust out. We're never going to be in a place of where, as a nation, where we're suffering violence and evil, and death and decay and chaos all the damn time. Okay, all right, we're going to be planted securely. Okay, for thus saith the Lord, like as I have brought all this great evil upon this people, so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them. Okay, so the good that the Lord promised us, He will do unto us. Okay, Hosea, all right, chapter 2, verse 8. It says, "And in that day I will make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of the heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground. And I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and I will make them to lie down safely." Okay? All right, so the Lord is going to make it to where the animals are at peace with us. Okay? And that there is no war in the earth at all. Okay? All right? Again, Isaiah, the second chapter. All right, I believe Micah 4. Okay, the Psalms go into it too. Okay, matter of fact, Isaiah chapter 9. Okay, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and this is name whereby he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end. So we're gonna have assured peace, okay, on earth, period, and that's gonna be a blessing for us mainly as a people, but also for the rest of the earth, because the earth is violent. Okay, it's full of violence and turmoil on earth right now. Okay, and it's been like that since since the beginning. Okay, all right, since the fall of Adam. Okay, it's been like that. All right, and the Lord did a reset with the flood. All right, and then a few generations after the flood, back at it again. Nimrod, okay, being a mighty hunter in the earth, conquering different nations. Okay, and then after that old Babylon fell, nations fighting for power back and forth. Okay, that's why the earth is it's crazy right now, man, because the other nations are wrestling for power. Okay, all right, power over something that does not belong to them. All right, because dominion over the earth has been given to the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai. Okay, the anointed Messiah. Okay, the anointed King that was given dominion by the Father, Yahweh. All right, to rule over the earth in righteousness. Okay, so when He returns, and He finds these nations fighting over his what belongs to Him, He's going to subdue all of them. Okay, and He's going to take His rightful place along with the saints, which are His people, the Israelites, as the rulers of the planet Earth. Okay, all right, and the earth is going to be at rest and quiet. Okay, and they shall break forth into singing. That's in Isaiah the 14th chapter. All right, it says, "And I will betroth thee unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness and in judgment and in loving kindness and in mercies." Okay, so the Lord's going to be in covenant with us. He's going to marry us. All right, we're going to be joined unto the Lord again. Okay, in perfection. "And I will betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord." Okay, so we're going to have peace. Even the animals not even going to attack us. you know. All right, this is Isaiah 60 and And verse 14 it says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. So these are the nations that afflicted us and despised us and looked down upon us. Okay, they're gonna bow down and worship us, man. Okay, and we're gonna receive respect and esteem. Okay, they're gonna know that these are the people that the Lord is dwelling amongst. All right. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations, man. We have been hated and forsaken in this world as a people, neglected. Okay, that's why Jake is always crying out for some, for some help and relief from their enemies, man. Going into their enemies, man. All right, feeling outcast because that's what the Lord has made us, an outcast. Okay, all right. Well, guess what? That's going to be a reversal, man. All right, the whole earth is going to rejoice when we're in power. Okay, they're going to respect us. Okay, thou shalt also suck the milk of Gentiles, and thou shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Okay, so we're gonna enjoy the resources and the riches of the other nations. Okay, and we're gonna know that it's all through the power of the Lord. It says, "And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, I the Lord, and thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob." So all Israel is gonna be on point. All right, everybody's gonna know that Yahweh Bahashemi Hawashai is our Savior, that He's the one who redeemed us. It was not by our own might, and the whole world is gonna acknowledge that as well. Okay, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver. So we're gonna have much gold and much silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Peace. Okay, all right. Peace is gonna rule over us in the kingdom. Righteousness. Okay, not chaos and war and evil. The valley of the shadow of death. Okay, it says violence shall no more be heard in thy land. All right, which you got of course the land of Israel, which is violent right now. Okay, all right, but even amongst you go to various parts of the earth where Israelites are at, it's violent. Okay, that's not going to be a thing anymore, man. Wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. Isaiah 65 and 17, it says, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind, but be ye glad forever. And that which I create, for behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing and her people a joy." All right, so we're going to have joy, okay? Much joy. "And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying." All right, so no more mourning, okay, in our nation. All right, dissatisfaction, pain, suffering. All right, it says, "There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed." Okay, all right, so we're gonna live long, prosperous lives. All right, matter of fact, this is a metaphor of just living forever. Okay, because there's not gonna be any death, okay, or sin amongst our people. It says, "And they shall build houses and inhabit them. They shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands." So we're not gonna be working for somebody else and not seeing any fruit of our labor. All right, building up somebody else's wealth, but we ain't got nothing to show for it. Okay, all right. Matter of fact, the other nations gonna build up our walls. That's in Isaiah, the 61st chapter. Okay, they're gonna be our vine dressers and our, you know, the people who take care of our sheep. Okay, strangers shall stand and feed thy flocks. Okay, all right, and we're gonna be able to enjoy the kingdom, man. Enjoy life. All right, enjoy the earth. It says, "They shall not labor in vain, nor build, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and the dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord." Again, going into how the animals are going to be at peace with us. Okay, all right, but we're gonna be able to sick them on our enemies, though. All right, so I just wanted to bring that out, man. Just something that was on my spirit earlier. The Lord, inspired me to do a lesson. So I did it, and Lord willing is comforting and encouraging to the hopeful righteous elect, wherever you may be on the earth, to continue to fight and push towards salvation and endure. All right, because we have great things promised unto us. All right, so all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash. Double honors to the older apostles of Great Millstone, and citations to the elect, Kwame Yasharala, and Abad Babal Shalom.